Hello everyone, this is your captain speaking. Welcome on board Opportunity Flight 2020. My name is Dan Murray and I will be your captain for today's flight. On behalf of the entire crew, it is our honor to fly you around the world on Opportunity's first ever virtual Insight trip. It is no secret that economies around the world have been hit hard by the coronavirus pandemic. But you may not know the many tenacious entrepreneurs who are already turning this challenge into an opportunity. We'd like you to meet them. Many of you are entrepreneurs and investors yourselves, and you know the importance of due diligence and accountability. Our Insight trips are designed to provide that. We know they are making wise decisions and prudent investments as they face one of the most significant global economic challenges. We trust them, and we believe you will too. Now I'd like to thank my fellow crew members who are making this trip possible. To meet them, I'll turn it over to our purser, Doris, who will host our trip around the world in 80 minutes. We know that you have options for how to engage in helping those in need, especially during these trying days. So thank you for choosing Opportunity. Have a safe flight.
My name is Doris, and I'm your in-flight service coordinator for this trip. We have missed seeing you in person, so as you can imagine, a whole lot of love has gone into preparing this experience for you. And there's no ordinary pre-flight instructions, but we do have a few things we'd like to share while we're still on the runway and the captain and Captain Dan is preparing and waiting for clearance for takeoff. Thought you might like to know this. Over 700 people are joining us from 11 different countries, and we're flying in 16 different time zones. 16 different time zones. Each of our partner countries that we will visit, they've prepared a special visit just for you. Now, some of their footage is coming into us by phone cameras, and in some countries, our hosts will be wearing face masks, but one thing will be the same, country to country. There's excitement and there's encouragement all over the planet because you are on this trip. 21 weeks ago, completely out of nowhere, the entire world hit a series of turbulence that would change the way we lived and worked. And it would ultimately turn the world upside down and turn back the clock on much of the progress that we have made over the past decade for everyone, everywhere. But we have borne witness in a whole new way to the reality that the sun never sets on Opportunity International. And since those days in early March, Opportunity and our implementing partners, and a lot of them are on this flight with us all over the world, have been working to turn the world right side up. We're going to be meeting those partners, and I want you to look for the light and look for the life, even in these days, because hope is right behind that. So on this trip, we're going to visit Opportunity in action in 7 countries and meet with 8 partners, and we will hear firsthand what it's like for them during these days. It's actually tomorrow morning in India. It's 2:34 a.m. and the temperature is 30 degrees and foggy, and if I remember right, it's probably very humid. But welcome to India.
Welcome to India. My name is Jessica and I'm the Asia Health Program Director for Opportunity International. In normal circumstances, I live in Hyderabad, but right now I'm actually speaking to you from my family's farm in Australia. India is one of my favourite places in the world, and it brings me great pleasure and joy to share some stories from there with you today. If you've been to India before, you'll know that there's nothing quite like waking up there. There's the sound of the rickshaw bell as it hurtles past your window. There's the smell of tea steeped in spices and milk drifting in from the room next door. And there's the beautiful golden light that is unique to South Asia. And then you step outside. Before the pandemic hit, I spent many mornings waking up like this. A large portion of those days were spent travelling throughout India to visit Opportunity's programs in health and safety. But those trips were always about people and communities more than anything else. So join me now for a cup of tea with Usha, one of the women I've been inspired by in India. Usha wears many hats. She is a businesswoman, a mother, a health leader, and most recently, a basic care provider. A basic care provider is not quite a paramedic or nurse, but more than a first aid responder. Women in this role provide an essential health service to people living in rural parts of India. Usha began her journey as a microfinance client with one of Opportunity's program partners many years ago. As she and her husband built their business, a small shop selling electronic items, they saw their lives improve. But that was not the end game for Usha. The income, the business, unlocked possibilities for her and her family. Most importantly, she started saving, and that money is kept for two important things: her family's health and her children's education. You see, many microfinance clients face a lack of basic health knowledge and limited access to quality, affordable health services. This means that many preventable illnesses, such as diarrhea or tuberculosis, not to mention COVID-19, continue to prevail. In addition to causing deaths, health issues are expensive. So the solution is access to health knowledge as well as support to save money for healthcare for when it is needed. Usha received training in general healthcare, including clean water, sanitation and hygiene, nutrition and menstrual hygiene. Following that training, she visited different villages, giving talks and sharing her knowledge with the community and spreading essential health messages and education. Now, with her extra training as a basic care provider, she is able to act as a first responder in emergencies and to identify when cases need urgent medical help. One of the reasons that health knowledge and access is so important, both now and beyond the pandemic, is that prevention is better than cure. Now more than ever, we need to ensure everybody has access to basic health knowledge and care. Opportunity's microfinance in India reaches over 5.2 million women like Usha, and our health education and training has reached around 6 million people just like her community members. My hope is that we can keep improving lives and unlocking the potential of people like Usha by providing them the knowledge and tools that they need to leave poverty behind. Thank you for your time visiting India with me today. I hope you were inspired by Usha's story. And now, as you travel on to Latin America, please know that when we are through this pandemic, we hope you will return to India and visit us there. You're welcome anytime. Thank you.
It's about people and communities. This work of opportunity, and as Jessica reminded us, prevention is better than cure. Healthcare, savings, education, all of the necessities. India, you have inspired us. We will return, but in the meantime, we will stand with you. So now we've gone across the water. Now we're going to come back to our beloved Latin America, to the Dominican Republic. It's my joy, and for those of you that know me, joy is really important in my life. It's my joy to introduce you to Oracel. She's a board member for our partner Aspiri. She's a board member for Opportunity International Canada. And she's waiting to welcome us, literally, in the streets of the Santo Domingo. And she'll be taking us to meet one of the Dominican Republic's treasures, one of our amazing entrepreneurs who will tell us a larger story of what life is like as an entrepreneur in the Dominican. It's almost dinner time. It's 5:11 in Santo Domingo. It's 33, so it's nice and warm, and we're about to land.
Hello and welcome to the Dominican Republic. Thank you so much for joining us in this virtual tour. On behalf of the Opportunity Board, Opportunity staff, and all of us here in the Dominican Republic, we want to say thank you. Thank you for visiting us. I hope you enjoy everything we have to show you. I now invite you to come into Maria's business and to get to meet her. Would you like to meet Maria? Come with me.
Desde niña, ese ha sido muy difícil porque he tenido que trabajar mucho. Mi mamá me enseñó a trabajar. Desde los 8 años, mi mamá me dijo, tú tienes que lavar tu ropa y tienes que hacer esto. Y me encargaron una casa con 8 años. Bueno, porque ella trabajaba, yo tenía que limpiar, cocinar para cuando ella llegara y eso. Por eso me casé temprano, a los 13 años. Por eso tengo 5 niños, 4 míos y una de crianza. Me fui con mi novio de la casa, mi casa materna, de la casa de mi mamá. Me metí con ese hombre, me llevó por una pensión. Me maltrataba. Tuve un hijo con él. Mi mamá lo iba a matar cuando me abolló los 2 ojos. Volví, tuve otra relación. Él trabajaba en una funeraria y él me llevó a trabajar para allá. Le dio un infarto. No, mira, yo era encargada de compra. Yo era maquillista. Yo maquillaba los cadáveres, lo limpiaba, lo bañaba. Yo ayudaba al doctor a prepararlo. Sabes que hay un proceso de embalsamiento. Embalsamaba. Y yo ayudaba al doctor y ahí aprendí a embalsamar muertos. Lo maquillaba, lo preparaba, lo vestía, todo. Yo ganaba en ese entonces 15,000 pesos ahí, pero 15,000 pesos no da. Yo le tenía terror a que llegaran los 15 y los 30. Yo estaba bien hasta que llegaban los 15. Cuando llegaban los 15 a mí se me ponía el corazón así, porque le debía a todo el mundo, porque hacía mucho lío, muchas cosas, no daba. Ella se llama Margot. Me decía, María, tú tienes que poner tu negocio por esa mano que Dios te ha dado a ti, María. Tú tienes un don especial en la mano. ¿Sabes que hay personas que te prenden una chispa, ponen como esa esperanza en ti, que tú estás muy lejos de eso? Y hay personas que te dicen, mira, Daniel, mira, esto es así, haz esto, que tú verás que te va a salir así. Eso ella hacía conmigo. Me decía, María, Dios mío, cada vez que yo le hacía algo de comer a ella, porque yo siempre le hacía algo de comer, ella me decía, María, Dios mío, María, eso lo ha puesto Dios en tu mano. María, pon tu negocio. Y la hermana mía me dijo, María, ven, hombre, vamos a empezar con lo que tenemos, vamos a juntarlo, vamos a vender lo que tenemos, y vamos a juntarlo. Cuando empezamos con cafetería, vendíamos desayuno, sándwich, jugos naturales.
Empezar desde abajo con ella, porque era una caseta lo primero, y vendíamos pan y estábamos toditas.
Empecé a trabajar. Encontré un hombre bueno. Cuando el esposo mío me dijo que esto estaba vacío, y el esposo mío me dijo, María, esta es la oportunidad. Y la oportunidad son caras y se la dan una sola vez. Y yo le dije, bueno, vamos para allá, a ver si nos dan esa oportunidad, a ver si nosotros podemos ensanchar. Papire me ayudó grandemente y siempre una cara agradable, una familiaridad, muy agradable. Yo iba allí y me sentaba y así empecé yo y conocí a Coapire, conocí a esa gente por esa oportunidad tan maravillosa que me dieron. Y allá fue que nos dieron la oportunidad y nos brindaron la ayuda. Nos dieron ese préstamo que fue de 130 primeramente. Ahí fue que empezamos la estructura, que tiramos esas paredes. Hay mucha gente que depende de este negocio, mucha familia, que hay muchos empleados y a todos se les paga su dinero. Aquí la mínima cosa, mis hijas cobran su dinero, yo les pago su sueldo. no es de gratis.
Y ahora ella tiene un restaurante y yo siempre quería irme porque tenía miedo. O sea, compartir con gente no me gustaba. Y siempre quería irme. Y ella decía, no, quédate, que nosotros vamos a progresar. Y ya me quedé, tenemos 4 años en eso.
Tú ves, porque te voy a decir la verdad, después que yo estoy trabajando así, para tú trabajar y tener algo algún día, tú tienes que esforzarte. Y eso es mi motivación, que yo quiero una vida mejor. Lo que me motiva a mí a trabajar tan duro es que uno se ha visto, yo nací en la pobreza, siendo pobrecita, muy humilde, y la precariedad de todo. Eso me motiva a mí a trabajar duro, por una vida mejor, por avanzar, porque me siento muy agradecida de ustedes. Honestamente, mire, con el corazón se lo digo. Estoy agradecida por esa oportunidad que me dieron.